Hello everybody and welcome back to Star Citizen. You are joining me here today above the beautiful planet of Crusader, and you're joining me for another walkthrough slash guide video. This is going to be a very similar type of video to the data center, soloing data center video that I made, and this one is going to be all about solo running the Hathor mining event. But I'm not going to do the full event. The main reason why is that that full event running it solo could take about 2 to 3 hours, and I don't really want to have a video that's 2 to 3 hours long, so I'm just going to show you the first part of it, which is running the alignment facilities, the PAFs as they're more commonly known, and on board my beautiful Starlines Attack, my favourite ship in the game right now. Honestly, if you're looking for a daily flyer or a daily driver that you can do just about everything in, the Starlines Attack is my highest recommended ship. I absolutely love this thing. Anyway, before we head over to the facility, I'm going to jump out of the pilot seat and show you what gear we're taking with us. And there is a secondary reason, an alternative reason as to why I'm doing this, which is that, as you might remember, my first guide video was on soloing the data centers, which is getting the specimen cards to run the worm fight. I started doing these facilities a few days ago to start farming up a set of gear which has the highest radiation protection in the game at the moment, or I believe so anyway. I haven't seen one that's higher, which is the Antium set. The set I'm currently wearing. This set is pretty crazy for the amount of radiation protection it has, and I have tested it against things like the Morozov heavy armor and the what's the other one, the ADP heavy armor as well, and this one just seems to be better overall. I've noticed a big difference when wearing this compared to wearing other heavy armor sets. Anyway, so let's go and cover the equipment. Wait for the inventory to load up. So, first of all, armor set, where I'm wearing the Antium, but for running these, you don't have to worry about radiation protection or anything like that. You can pretty much run whatever armor set you want. As usual, I would recommend a heavy armor set for the pure damage reduction of 40%, but again, completely personal choice. If you feel better running around in a light armor set for the quicker and freer movement, then feel free to go ahead and do that. And onto weapons, we're going to take with us the brand new Prism laser shotgun. This was one of the shotguns I looted in the actual guide video that I made for the data centers, so I'm going to test it out on this run. I've used it a bit recently. It's a pretty good shotgun. I quite like it. And then my longer range weapon is going to be the P6, the Archangel sniper rifle. I haven't tried this very much, so I'm giving it a test. It does have the attachments on it. It's got an underbarrel, I believe that's a laser pointer, and it does also have the tweaker mod on the end, but for some reason it still won't let me hover over it and show you. It is the Scion tweaker mod, which is basically the top level mod that you can get for ballistic weapons right now. And then it also has an 8x telescopic scope on it, which is the scope the gun comes with. I haven't changed that. And then I haven't stuck anything on the Prism shotgun because at the end of the day it's a shotgun. I don't really need to stick attachments on it. I'm just going to run up and blast them in the face with it anyway. And then onto the other things, I'm bringing once again my multi-tool with a tractor beam attachment. I'm also bringing my Paramed medical device. This is the amalgam skin, which I was lucky enough to find again recently after I lost the older one. I'm also bringing 4 med pens. And I'm also bringing 62 magazines of P6. And you're probably thinking to yourselves, Infinite, why the heck are you bringing that many P6 magazines? It was a mistake. I was actually planning on soloing the worm fight, trying to solo the worm fight, and forgot that I had this many on me, so yeah. I'm also bringing 12 mags of the Prism laser shotgun. Don't really need to bring that much. There is ammo boxes down there, and you can loot other guns and other ammo down there, so you don't really have to bring as much as I have, but I just like bringing quite a lot just so I don't have to worry about running out. I'm also bringing a refill for the Paramed device, and I'm bringing some extra stuff, which is the stuff we're going to be looting whilst we're down there to actually run the events, which is the keycards. I have 4 of the blue ones, 2 red, so 4 maintenance, 2 security, and 2 of the alignment blades. Now, I've been running these facilities quite a lot over the past couple of days, and one of the main issues I've had is keycards not spawning and keycards getting lost and being dropped and you can't pick them up and stuff like that. So I decided to bring a few extra with me just in case we run into that issue. In an ideal world, you'll only need 3 of each to complete the whole event. Oh, sorry, to complete the whole first facility, but there are 3 facilities that you need to do if you plan on doing the full Align and Mine event. So you have to go to each one of the alignment facilities, align their satellite dishes at the orbital laser platform, or the OLP as most people call them, and then fire the laser from that platform to open up the hole to go and mine. Again, I'm not going to do the full thing because I'm not here to do the mining. The whole reason why I originally came here was to farm this Antium set, because the Antium set does actually drop from there quite frequently. Right. So that is gear, armor, weapons, all that good stuff. I'm also going to show you one quick thing that I do have in the cargo bay. Actually, I'll just tell you. You can see it on the way out of the ship. One thing I have also brought with me, because we're here to loot armor pieces as well as do the event or to run the facility, I have also brought an 8 SCU store all, which is an empty 8 SCU size box, which you can dump stuff in. It's just for all the loot that we're going to be picking up. Now, to get to these facilities, there are two places you need to go. We don't have to go to both, but you can go to one or the other. The first is Daymar, which is a moon or a satellite that orbits Crusader. And you've also got a moon or a satellite called Aberdeen, which orbits Hurston. These are both planets that are in the the Stanton system. So you have to be in Stanton to do this. I'm going to go to Daymar because of all the times I've run these facilities, I find the least amount of resistance from players on Daymar compared to Aberdeen. I mean, just this morning I was running quite a few of these facilities and I kept hearing people, or seeing people in global chat talking about Idrises and Polarises above the Aberdeen facilities, so Daymar is the place I'm going. And here we are. Feel free to ignore those messages I'm receiving, the restricted area and the relocation. That's not going to happen because it was just because I went a bit too close to the planet's surface when jumping. So you can actually see both of the facility areas on the map, or on the planet or the moon in front of me right now. The first one is just to the right. You can see them because there's 4 triangles very closely clustered together. So the first one is called Lamina. You have 1, 2, and 3 of the PAF sites, and then you have the OLP in the middle. So I'm not 100% sure that PAF stands for this, but we call them the, the Platform Alignment Facility. Sounds like that's about right. And then you have the OLP, which is the Orbital Laser Platform. So that is the first one. The second one is all the way on the edge here, which is a Tritus. Again, you've got PAF 1, 2, and 3, and then OLP at the top. So we're going to start off by going to Lamina, just because it's right in front of us. We're going to jump to PAF 2. We'll see what that one's like. If we encounter resistance from players, or if there seems to be a few players down there already, we might jump to another one and see if that one's free. Nice little view of the planet as we jump around it. I keep calling them planets by accident. They're actually moons or satellites. Ah, we're going to the bright side. That's good. I hate running these at nighttime. They can be a bit of a pain in the backside. Right, so as you're approaching, after jumping here, you will notice that the orbital laser platform is right up there. And as you're approaching, you will also see, sometimes, you will see 4 NPC ships, which are marked as hostile. They will attack you, but you don't have to worry too much because most of them are flying MISC prospectors and smaller, like, industrial ships, so I wouldn't worry too much about them. But they are hostile, so if you get too close, they might start attacking you. All we really care about doing is heading straight down to the PAF, so we should be alright to avoid them. Now, one of the main differences between the PAFs and the data centers is that these PAFs don't have, or these facilities don't have anti-air. There is an alien Sulan ship down there with its shields up, so that could be an enemy, or an enemy player. Oh, there's one over there too, which is a Cutlass Black, I believe. But yeah, so these facilities don't have anti-air guns, so you don't have to worry about how close you land or shooting any of them out before you get there. Although the bad news is, I can tell from this far away that the facility has been aligned recently because the satellite dish or the radar dish is open and pointed at the laser platform, so we might have to jump to the other one, the Atritus one. Oh, there is another ship down there as well. It looks like a Saber, I believe. It almost looks like it's glitched into that landing pad. Anyway, so we can't do this one, so let's turn around and go to... Let's go to PAF 1, shall we? Oh, there's a ship over there as well. That ship looks like it's near the mining hole. There is a hole, kind of like a cave in the middle of all three of these, which is where the laser platform will shoot. And it will open up for you to go and mine all the goodies inside. If you can get a group of you together, I would recommend doing the full thing and opening up the hole, because even if you don't plan on using the pieces you loot or the pieces you mine for the Wicklow event, you can sell them for a pretty penny. They are worth quite a lot. So it might be worth looking at doing that. Okay, I can see what looks to be a Pisces. Ah, this one is not aligned. As you can tell, the radar dish is closed and pointing away from the platform, so that's pretty good for us. But I can see a Pisces there. That is a medical Pisces ship, so there could be a player down here. And there is another marker down there as well. That might be a vehicle. Is that a vehicle? It's moving. Maybe not. Okay, I'm just going to use my scope a little bit just to scope the area out. Can't really see anyone moving around. I might not be close enough to see it yet. I'm going to go land. It's very difficult to tell sometimes whether or not these areas have players in them or not. I'm going to land close enough to the facility where I don't have to move too far to get there, but far enough away that the NPCs won't, or hopefully won't, shoot the heck out of my ship. Some of them will do that. Whoa, steady on. Right. And same as always, disable engines, or turn off engines, but don't turn the power off so that your shields remain at 100%. You can probably tell I've been running some data centers as well today because I have most of my shield power at the forefront. At the front of the ship, rather than evening it out. There we are. Right. Okay, so here we are. Now, unlike the data centers, you will need to visit, if you come here with no keycards of any kind and you're running it from the very start, you will need to go to pretty much every building around the main facility. The main facility is obviously the satellite dish in the middle. Make sure we pull our gun out when we get off the ship, because again, there could be a player here. I did also have some visual bugs earlier as well with the brightness, which was acting up a little bit, so just so you're aware, we might have a visual bug here and there. I'm also going to quickly double check that my med respawn is actually set to this ship. Yes, it is. Current location is the Starlance attack. Fantastic. And then, oh wow, that is bright, considering the ramp is closed. This is our store roll. As you can see, it's currently empty because we have nothing inside it. Right, let's get out the back. Start this run. So, let's just quickly close it up. The main facility, or the main building in the facility, is this one. It obviously has the radar dish on the top, and as I said, because the wings or the outside of the dish is closed and it's pointing away from the laser platform, which is just up there, that means that it's not aligned. It's not ready it's ready to be aligned, sorry. And you will need to get 3 sets of cards in order to complete this event. Now, you need 3 sets and 3 of each, which is a bit awkward. 3 threes, essentially. In order to complete this for a full run, you will need 3 blue cards in order to get 3 red cards, in order to get 3 alignment blades, which you'll need to place into a machine inside the facility to start the activation and the alignment process. In order to get the blue key cards, you will need to visit some, if not all, of the buildings around the outside of the facility. So we'll start heading over there. You are going to encounter a lot of resistance at nearly every building. You'll encounter anything from 4 to upwards of 10 to 15 NPCs, and as soon as you start opening fire as well, if you don't have a silencer on weapons, you'll probably attract attention from a lot of NPCs nearby as well. So gear yourselves up for a big fight, because that is potentially what's going to happen. Stop hiding behind that box, you. There's a dude right there as well. He's clipping through the freight box. I think he might be stuck in there. Okay, I'm going to reposition around the back of this building. So with the buildings around the outside, there's 2 main things that you need to pay attention to. Obviously, majority of them are going to have this Hathor name on them. This one will have one somewhere. I'll try and find it. I think it's on the front. But the main difference between this building and the other type is that the other type will have these big blue kind of garages or shutters on them on the front, like these doors that you can open, which you need the blue key cards to open. They're kind of like maintenance hatches almost. Will you stop stepping behind cover, sir? I need to shoot you. There we go. That's the main reason why I'm bringing the P6, because it's pretty much a one-shot kill on the majority of NPCs. See what I mean by there could be a bit of a random assortment of the amount of NPCs in these buildings. Do a quick reload, get behind cover. Gotta say, I'm really enjoying this gun. Pretty sure there was one more heavy armored guy. There you are. Oh, we're now being shot from behind. Oh, I think it might be the guy inside that box. Oh no, guys from other buildings have heard the shooting, so now they're coming over to investigate. Okay, why am I not hitting him? Got that guy. Got him, there we go. Right, so inside these buildings you will have an array of different loot boxes. Very similar to the data centers. You've got... Oh, hello. Oh, I missed. Shotgun. You can also rapid fire the prism shotgun as well. I was lucky. Could have been really bad there. Hip firing the P6 is definitely not recommended. So yeah, with the loot boxes, you've got an array of 3 different types. The same as the data centers. You'll have blue ones for just kind of random assortment of food, drink, clothing. You can also find some quite expensive or rare materials in them. You'll have the green ones, which are the ammo crates, which can sometimes have weapons in them. And you'll have the yellowish, kind of brownish ones, which are the armor crates. But the main thing that you want to pay attention to in these unmarked buildings that will just have Hathor on them somewhere. Did we spot it? There it is. There's the Hathor sign. Pretty much every building will have that on top. This is a garage, and what you're looking for is this thing right here, a blue key printer. Some of them will be out in the open. They'll be sat right here, and you'll just be able to walk straight up and use it and walk away. You don't really have to do much. Some of them will be up behind little crates and grates and stuff like this, where you'll have to park all your way over. Some of them will be in kind of like a gated off area that you'll either have to park or use a fuse to get into. Just going to quickly check this box for anything good. Nope. So in order to get into this particular one, you'll start noticing similarities. The more you run of them, the more similarities you'll notice. In order to get inside, you just have to jump up to this part here. Your character will mount on there and just drop down here. And then just press imprint keycard. That will spend about 5 to 10 seconds imprinting, so you've got a bit of time to loot the boxes nearby. Nothing interesting in that one. And we'll store this one. Now, I'm going to avoid the majority of other boxes, just because we have most stuff that we need from here already, like ammo, med stuff, all that kind of stuff. Also because of the fact it seems to be taking quite a while in loading up. Oh, my game has crashed. That's not a good start. Okay, I'm going to be right back in about 30 seconds whilst I restart the game. Hello everybody, we are back. We are back, we have returned. Oh god. Not really sure what happened there. I think my whole game just froze and crashed out, so I had to load myself back in. Really kind of hoping that there's no players around. Okay, I can't shoot through that, great. So yeah, we used our little screen here. We printed the keycard for it. If you want to know, these blue cards take 40 minutes to respawn. So after you've picked up one keycard, you've got 40 minutes to wait for the next one to be able for you to be able to print it. And in order to get out from here, we're either going to have to jump back up on that ledge there to get out of the way we came in, which is the best way of doing it, or you could jump up on top of this box and try and jump through that gap onto that box there. You will mount that ledge if you get close enough to it. I used to do it this way all the time until the very first time I actually fell down this gap here and I was trapped there. I had to actually safe log to the menu and log back into another station because, yeah, you can fall down that gap and get trapped there. So just do it the safe way. Park all your way up here. Unfortunately, we have had some enemies respawn. Just use the lovely new shotgun to take that gentleman down. And it is nighttime now as well. Strange. Maybe there was a server reset or something. Maybe they rolled it back because we are back in nighttime. Oh well, so we've got the thing we came into this building for, which was the blue key card. So, like I said, in order to fully complete this one facility, you will need 3 key cards. But there are enough buildings around the outside of the facility. I don't like that windy sound. That windy sound sounds like there could be an enemy ship nearby. It's gone very windy. Anyway, so around the outside of the main facility there are enough buildings to pick up at least 6 blue key cards. Well, nearly every run I do I get like 5 or 6 blue key cards, so you could always pay for the next facility's blue key cards by just fully completing the first one, and then in the next one you can save the 3 blues and use those. Now when you have those blues, I'm now carrying 5 of them, so I'm not going to go and get any more blue key cards. I'm going to show you where to get what to do with these blue key cards. One thing you will have seen over here, there is a freight elevator here, so if you get any really good loot and you feel you're going to be attacked by players, you could always send it down into the freight elevator if it works. Again, like I said, this is Star Citizen, so it will be buggy as heck sometimes. But you can send stuff down and then come back for it later when it's a quieter server and there's less people around. Dear Lord, I love this gun. Right, so, as you can tell, we've got these big blue maintenance doors here, which the maintenance cards are for. You can walk up to these blue doors and... Oh, another gentleman there. Oh, I shot him on the shoulder. That must have hurt. You can walk up to these doors and insert the blue card there, which will open this door. Now, one thing to be aware of with a building like this, there's 2 doors on this side. Oh, dear Lord. What the heck? You're not supposed to be here yet. Go away. What's wrong with you? You're not supposed to be till later, bloody worm. As you can see, there are 2 blue doors on the front. Oh, strange. One there and one there. There is also one there as well. So you could burn all 3 key cards opening all 3 of these doors. But the best thing to do is to use the windows on the side and check which one of them has the red keycard printer inside it, which is this one right here. So instead of... Oh, hello. Oh, I shot the floor. Shotgun. Oh my lord, I am panicking. Calm it down. There we go. I've got a tier 3 injury now, because I wasn't paying attention. Anyway. So yeah, you can burn all 3 blue key cards if you really want to. The good thing about these blue rooms, I'll try and show you through the windows, is that you can get some pretty good loot in there. You've got armor boxes, you've got bigger boxes as well, which have more loot in them, and you've also got those there which are ship components. So you can loot components from these PAF events as well. From the Hathor event. The best components are obviously on top of the orbital laser platform, but you can also get some B and maybe if you're lucky enough get an A grade component inside the main facility as well. But from these blue ones, there's nothing much in them. Okay, so same as with data centers and with any interaction with keys and doors in this game, hold down the R button on your keyboard to put your weapon on your back so you don't drop it. I have dropped too many guns and lost too many good guns in the past few days to risk doing that again. Right click on the keycard, click on carry, let your character do the animation of putting it into their hand, walk up, press F to insert, I am being shot at. As the door is opening, get your gun back out. You won't have anyone inside these rooms, so you don't have to worry about being shot when you walk in, but as you saw then I was being shot at by someone nearby. Quickly check this loot box. There's only a couple of arms in there which I don't want. Are there any others? There's more components. Most of these will be C grade. You might be lucky and get a couple of B grades. So again, kind of like the data centers, you can get a couple of good components in here. But I wouldn't waste too much of your time if your objective is to actually align all 3 and mine. We walk up to the red keycard generator, print the keycard. This is exactly the same as the blues, so it will take a few seconds. Oh, some more. There's some shotgun. There's also another P6. Oh, this is a rhyme skin. Some more P6 ammo. Very nice. We'll take the quartz energy ammo because quartz and the parallax are my 2 favorite guns right now. Store the red keycard, and this will have another 40-minute timer, but sometimes it bugs out and the timer thing doesn't change. That 000 should tell you how long. Oh, the door is closing. Oh, actually, we missed it. If you're ever inside there and the door closes behind you, there is a button on the opposite side of the wall from here. You can just press that button and it will open. Same as contested zones. Once you're inside a key door, you can just press the other side, the button on the other side to open that key door. Right, so that's how you get the red key cards. Now, sometimes you will go to one of these paths and you'll clear every building around the outside of the main building there, and you'll only end up with 2 red cards, and you'll be thinking to yourself, how the heck have I missed one? Where the heck is the 3rd red card? Don't worry, that will happen. Some of them are set up like that. The 3rd red key card generator will be inside this building here. It can spawn in one of 3 locations, or it will be in one of 3 locations, and I will show you which of those 3 locations that you'll find it in, because it's different for nearly everyone. Okay, there's only one guy there. Get ourselves another blue key card just because it's right there. Sometimes you'll find blue buildings right next to these ones, so it's nice and easy. Run in, grab the blue key card, run next door, check the windows to see which room has the red generator in it. Open that door, run in and grab the red key card. You can also have some blue buildings that will have the red keycard generator not behind a blue door. Sometimes you don't even need a blue keycard to get a red keycard. Sometimes you'll walk into that doorway there, into the central column bit, and the red key generator will just be underneath the stairs. I'll actually run in and show you. It won't be like that with this one, but they can be there sometimes. Some of the facilities you'll find the red key generator will be right there. Instead of there being a doorway, it will just be there. Tell you what, we'll go and have a look at another blue building and I'll try and see if we can find that one specifically. That's the freight elevator. We cleared out that one earlier, so let's go this way actually. Yeah, this one right there at the back. You can see the blue door. Scope at it. There we go. Let's pop the gun away. Oh, maybe not, because I can see some movement ahead of us. What the frick? What's going on there? Whoa! Alpha development, everybody. There is a rotating celestial friggin' ship weapon, and I'm being shot at. There you are. Sit down, sir. Oh, hello, there's a guy up there too. Okay, so body shots on heavy armored guys takes 2 shots from the P6. Fair enough. I'll remember that in future. Always aim for the head on the heavy armored guys. There's another one. The only thing I don't like about the P6 is because it's a heavy sniper rifle and it's powerful, you've got the recoil to deal with. In terms of once you've shot once, you can't just do a quick double tap, shoot again. You have to wait for your sight and your aim to readjust back to where you were aiming originally. It's a dead person. Oh, okay. Oh, you scared me, sir. Sit down. I saw just multiple laser things coming at me from above, so I thought it was an enemy ship. Dear Lord, this weapon is powerful. I have to start using. I might actually try and use this for the worm fight, because the damage is quite high. Anyway, let's head over to this one here. But yeah, just to address the crash that we had, again, with the game being in alpha development, it can happen. Sometimes the game will just freeze and it will sit there loading, and you'll have to restart the game in order to get back in. Luckily enough, the game does have a feature where if you crash out or if you Alt F4, it will kind of leave you in that place for 5 minutes, and you can, no, 5 or 10 minutes, and you can log back in to the place where you were. Alright, I'm going to open this door. I'm going to make sure the game recognizes I have ammo. Hello, sir. Where is the red key card in this one? I saw a guy out here in a pink suit jacket. Where have you gone, sir? There you are. Where are you, red keycard generator? Don't be fooled by those posters at the back. These things used to fool me all the time and wasted many blue keycards. From a distance, and when you're just catching this in your peripheral vision, it looks like the red key generator. It's not, it's a poster. Okay, so that's the same with that one there. That's a poster, not the generator. And is it in this one? Usually it would be at the back there, but it's not. Where oh where is our red key generator? There it is. So sometimes your red key generator will be hidden in a room at the back here, and you'll think to yourself, oh, I can just get it through here. It looks like someone's tried to glitch their way through. Maybe successfully. But you don't have to worry about doing that, because the way to get to it is through that air vent right there. Oh, hello. Gentlemen, please. I am trying to do a guide. Please wait your turn. Oh, I missed. Of course I did. You can't quick scope with a P6. That's another thing you can't do. Oh no, sir, please. No, stop. Don't shoot me. So yes, you need to climb through a little air vent, which is there. That's the entrance of it. So you do need a blue key card to get this one. So once again, to approach the door, put your gun away, open inventory, right click on the keycard, carry it, let your character do the animation of putting it into their hand, walk up and press F to insert, step back, pull your gun out just in case. There aren't supposed to be guards in here, but sometimes you might be unlucky or a guard might have glitched through the door and you'll get blasted in the face without realizing. Just checking if there's any armor boxes. Here's a big ammo box. We'll have a quick look in case there's anything good. Some more prism ammo. FS9, which I like using. P8, which I like using. So sometimes I grab stacks of ammo for guns that I enjoy using. Parallax again. Just sort of got extra. Saves you some money down the line. About 100 magazines of ammo for most weapons is about 20,000 money. So save yourself a bit of cost. Here is the armor box. We have a pab and some arms. Not useful. Let's grab this key card. Check this big blue box. We might have something good in here, like a Pico ball, which are currently worth about 3 to 5 million on the market. Found some more P6 ammo, some more FS9. Got a ready up helmet, dark green there. Not sure what that is. Right, let's just tell the game that I actually have some stuff on me. Let's do a quick repull of ammo for this gun to make sure that my chest has magazines on it. As you can hear, the door is closing. Oh no, we are trapped in here. Whatever will I do? I should follow my own advice and walk up to this little button here and press it. Even though it's got a keypad on it which says locked. Come on, sir. There we go. Press F to open the door. That's how you go. That's how you get out. You don't have to. You don't need a blue keycard. You don't need anything. Once you're inside, you can just use that button to get out again. Right, now one thing you do have to be paying attention to, which you might notice has popped up on the lower left corner of my screen, which is next to my health generator of 75% or my health indicator of 75%. I also have an O2 tank which is saying I am on 25% oxygen. Obviously, because we're on this moon, it doesn't have oxygen. If I was to take my helmet off, I would suffocate and eventually die. So your O2 tanks will deplete throughout the time that you're here, so you will have to either go inside a sealed building, of which I don't think there are any. I don't think any of these buildings are sealed, so you will have to go back to your ship and get on board. But fortunately for me, I wanted to go back to my ship anyway, because I have 2 tier 3 injuries, and we're about to go on to the final part, which is quite dangerous, so I wanted to heal both my injuries anyway. There you go, you can see my oxygen is now refilling. It does take a little bit of time, so make sure that you stay on your ship and make sure that it's fully recharged before you leave again. I'm just going to quickly go medical care, go to treatment at the top, click on the white box for both of my injuries, make sure that it says ×2 down there, heal them both up, and then let the bed actually heal me as well. The bed will also recharge your med gun. It's one thing I did learn recently. So I'm pretty sure it's the bed that does that. Let me double check. Ah, okay, I was wrong. So the bed doesn't recharge your medical gun. I think respawning does. That must be a bug or a glitch or something that's not supposed to happen. I have had some issues in the past, or some times in the past where I've been killed by another player, or I've been killed by an NPC, I've respawned on the med bed, and my medical gun has had 200 ammo, like it's gone back to full. So I was wrong about that. It's only death that fixes that. I thought it might have been a feature of the bed where it refills your paramed device, but it doesn't, sadly. But one thing it does do, if you look at the bottom left of my screen, it has refilled both my hunger and my hydration, so that's a good thing. Right, so we have acquired our 3 red keycards. Technically I have 4, and I've only done 2 in this zone, but the third one is, again, pretty easy to find. Or this could be a facility that doesn't have the 3rd red keycard on the outside. So now we're going to attack the main building, which is the satellite dish here that we need to open up and point towards the platform up there. In order to do that, we're going to have to use the red key cards to open up 3 rooms, which will have 3 of these alignment blades inside them. Well, sorry, 1 of the alignment blades inside, 3 of them, which gives us 3 in total. Like I say, these facilities have 3 threes of everything. So 3 blue key cards gets you 3 red key cards, gets you 3 alignment blades, which will align the battery, which will align the dish onto the platform up there. I am also going to have to take another pause because my headset is dying. This recording is going great. Back in 2 seconds, folks. Okay, we're back. Sorry, just had a quick cut there just to make sure that my headset was properly connected. And also make sure that my recording software is actually picking up audio again, which it says it is, so fingers crossed. I'm just going to turn my own volume up a little bit. Right, so, as I've said, we need 3 red key cards to get inside 3 rooms in this area in order to pick up an alignment blade in each room, and using those 3 alignment blades to align the platform, the radar dish there at the laser platform. Once the laser platform is aligned, you will get access to this battery storage room right here. If you plan on continuing the align mine event to get into the actual mining hole or the cave, you will need to wait for this door to open and to loot that high capacity battery right there. I believe you need 3 or 4 of them in order to fire the laser in total, so you will have to do all 3. I'm pretty sure it's 3 that you need. Just gonna check this component. Crossfield, nothing too special. There is also some pretty high level loot in there as well, so you could get really lucky and have some nice stuff in there. Right, my favourite way of attacking this building is from this entrance at the front right here. If you've cleared out the NPCs in the area, you shouldn't be too worried about being shot in the back, and it gives you a lot of places to grab some cover if you're being shot at by the NPCs on the inside. There are a lot of NPCs on the inside here. And once you start shooting, a lot of them will start moving over to where you are, so be prepared to get into a big fight when you attack this main facility in the middle. The 3 rooms that you'll be opening with the red key cards are security, right there. There is also admin up at the top, and then comms at the back. Can't really see it from here. Comms right there. So those are the 3 buildings, or 3 rooms you need to get into. Oh, I shot him in the bum. That was not nice. Oh, I missed him. Anyone else hear that M1 grand ping then when I shot him with that last bullet? Let me try that again. Seriously, guys, can you stop walking behind, like, hard cover, please, so I can shoot you properly? Thank you very much. Here is our first red room. Security door. Oh, that was a nice shot. Where is that person? Oh, are you behind here? No, where are you? Okay. Oh, hello. There's definitely someone nearby you taking shoes. That means you are. Oh, this is bad, this is bad. Get your med gun out, heal yourself. Oh, he shot me and I was bleeding there, so if I hadn't pulled out the shotgun that quickly, there you are, I might have died. As I said, there are lots of NPCs in this area. Okay, so the red key card, or the red key card printer. There are 3 locations of which a red key card printer can spawn in these laser platform areas. The first one is the easiest, which we've already seen a couple of times. It's right there. This one is on a cooldown though, so this one has already been looted by someone about 20 minutes ago, so they might have just got it before I got here. The second location is up here, so sometimes you will have this, like that little banister or railing there won't be there. There'll be like a little platform here that you can jump to, and then there'll be another platform at the end here with a little room on the end, which the red keycard printer will be inside of, and you can just jump from that railing, that kind of walkway there, you can jump from there to the keycard printer. But that's the second location, and then the third location is inside either comms or admin. I'm pretty sure it's comms that it's inside of, I'm pretty sure. It might be admin though, which is a bit awkward. You will have to use, if you haven't got it, and if you haven't got the red keycard, the third one, when you're running this, and it's not there, and it's not on the platform up there, make sure you're checking through the windows to see if you can spot it inside comms or admin, because it will be in one of those 2. The last thing you want is to spend your 2 red keycards that you have looted opening up the 2 rooms that don't have the printer in it, so you can't get to the third one. Right, let's start off by looting these red rooms, shall we? And hopefully we can get these alignment blades. See, if I had come here today to do this walkthrough without having spare keys, I would not be able to finish it, because that third red keycard has 20 minutes left, and I'm not going to sit here and make you guys wait 20 minutes. Anyway, put gun away, right click, carry, do a little animation of pulling key out, insert into door, step backwards, pull out gun. These red keycard rooms will have bigger chests in them, they will also have components, and they will also have gun racks here. The two main guns you find on these gun racks are the Quartz SMG, and you'll have the Parallax Energy Assault Rifle, and lots of ammo for both of them down there as well. But the main reason I'm here is for these big boys here, the big armor chests. Lynx, Inquisitor, and Citadel, so 3 armor pieces I don't need. Let's check this one here. Kaliko, Aril, and Orc, so yeah, lots of useless armor for these ones, but if you like farming up random bits of armor, you can get some really good ones. I myself actually looted a full set of the... Ooh, that was an E-mod stabilizer. I'm going to take that. That's an energy weapon stabilizer. It's only a basic level one, but still, it's better than nothing. But yeah, I myself actually managed to loot a full Pembroke set, which is like the kind of spaceman suit. A bit like an astronaut suit for the in the real world. Looks like that, but it was the RSI Graphite edition, which is the kind of silvery green and white one. It looks really nice. I was really happy that I managed to find that in one of these yellow boxes. I actually lost the legs to my Antium Jet black set because of that. I believe I mentioned that at the start. That was why I lost it, because I was I saw that graphite set and I was like, I have to have that, even though I just paid 3 mil for the Antium set. So yeah, you can get stuff, you can get armor pieces and armor sets from even from the premium like store and the subscriber set stuff. You can even get that in these chests, so it's definitely worth like looting these areas. But obviously these areas come with the risk of players, so there is that issue as well. One other thing you might have noticed from the previous room is that if you ever get trapped in these rooms, if that door closes, you can again just walk up and press the button and it will open it. You don't need another card to do that. Here is the second room. Again, we're just checking the armor boxes for any good stuff. Although this one doesn't seem to want to open. Macflex and Beacon, no thank you. The alignment blade is on the wall right there. Didn't need either of those. Let's pick up the alignment blade. We also have more loot boxes. There's quite a few armor boxes in this room, and you have another gun rack at the back with orange parallax and a blue quartz skin. Very nice. We have the Inquisitor Core Violets, Orc Legs, and what's in this one? Venture under Zoo. Aha, Antium Core Armor Sand, and Zeus Exploration Backpack Solar. That's pretty cool. I'm going to carry that. It's an orange version. I haven't seen that yet. And that will actually suit my my maroon armor set, so I'm going to take that. Now we're going to put that on the floor. There we go. Whoa, steady, steady, steady. It might fall through the floor. Be careful. Right, so yeah, like I said, open. No, 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 don't you dare. I know what you were trying to do there. I accidentally clicked on the insert button that was on the opposite side of the door, and it was trying to use another one of my red keycards to insert. I'm not letting you take another red keycard from me today, thank you. Right, so we should be able to drop this down here. I'm going to jump over as well. Oh, not like that. There we go. Now we're down the third room, which is the security room. Again, put weapons away. Do we still have 2? Nope, we lost one. I knew that was going to happen. Damn you, game. I call it the tax. It's the Star Citizen tax. Every time you've got a lot of a good thing, it will tax a certain part of that good thing away from you. Some of you may know it as new patch bugs when you lose ships and components and stuff from your hangars. Yeah. For me, it's just random keycards. Here is the third room. This is the ground floor security room. This is the room that most people will say is the best loot room. I'm 50-50. Oh, another Antium. This is the Storm set. Wow. Oh, the Sand set as well. Okay, we are getting some good stuff here. We might actually have to go back and drop some of this. Oh, Paladin helmet. Heck yeah. I'm going to struggle getting all of this out. I'm going to have to like throw it all on the floor and tractor beam it all out. Got Venture Core, Lynx Arms. Got some good stuff here, jeez. More ammo, which I apparently can't pick up because my inventory won't spawn. There we go. And again, more gun racks, more quartzes, more parallaxes, more ammo on the bottom. So, a very good area all around. Right, drop that on the floor and drop those on the floor. Is there anything in here I wanted to keep? I think I picked up the Paladin helmet, didn't I? Yes, the Paladin helmet is just a nice helmet that a lot of people quite like. So, anti-armor leg sand. Antium Core Storm. Storm is the white set for the Antium set. Sand is the kind of yellowish, sandish coloured set. Right, now I'm going to leave these three things in a pile here because I'm not going to make you watch me drag them all back over to my ship. I'm going to leave them there for when we've finished, and then I can pick them up after the video is done. So, now we have our 3 alignment blades. 3 of them there, and I've got another 2 down here. We have 3 of our alignment blades there. So now we need to head over to this bit. Now this is the hardest bit because once you start doing this, you will summon NPCs, people to fight you, and you will also summon sandworms. That worm that appeared up earlier, that must have been because someone had run this facility recently. And they will spawn as well. They'll spawn on the sandy bits. There will spawn quite a lot of them as well. So what I usually do is I pop my first keycard in, and then I go and stand in this corner here and crouch. Because you will have at least 3 or 4 sandworms pop up right in front of you here. As you can tell, the screen is shaking, the whole area is shaking because the dish is moving. That's why the sandworms get summoned. And you will also get some enemies. There they are. Okay, apparently you don't want to... Have I dropped my P6 again? I've dropped my P6. I'm not sure where I've dropped my P6 because it was on my back, but there we go. Like I said, I have been losing a lot of weapons and a lot of keycards to these bugs recently, and it's really getting on my nerves. Well, it's happened again. My P6 has disappeared. Maybe it happened when I was tractor beaming stuff. Now what should happen when you're... all that stuff behind me is those are worms making all that noise. What should happen is NPCs should spawn in that room there and they will start fighting the worms. Oh, hello. What are you doing in the room with me? I admire your strength to burrow through concrete floor there. That's very impressive. Oh, there we go. I think we have some NPCs showing up now. I'm really annoyed I lost that P6, I really liked it. Ow. Why have you guys spawned on the floor? Oh, now I'm being shot at. Oh, now we have a tier 3 injury, of course we do. Right, put that away. Carry the alignment blade. Put it in our hands. These ones are nice and big, so you can actually look down and see them. Walk up and insert. Now these aligning processes take about a minute or 2 for each one, so it can be a bit of a wait. Fortunately the NPCs have now spawned and are making their way over, so we can just basically sit here and let them fight each other. Now fortunately, after this one has finished aligning, you won't have to wait for the 3rd one to fully complete before you can leave. You can leave pretty much straight away. What will happen is after the computer voice has done its kind of voice lines of saying about the activation of the alignment, you'll notice this yellow door behind us will start opening. As soon as you see that opening, get out of there. Just run. My plan is to run straight out this door and round the back here, which is why I'm kind of killing a lot of the worms in front of me so that I can get out quickly and easily. More worms and more NPCs will be attacking on the 3rd one as well, so you do need to be careful. You can be attacked as you get out of there. Oh, my medgun has run out of ammo, so we're going to have to do a quick reload. That did not work, and there's a worm in my face. Hello. At least buy me dinner first, jeez. No, reload the medgun, don't point it at your arm. Come on, reload the gun, it's in your backpack, you know it's there. Oh, come on, game. It's right there. If we put it on the empty slot here, will that work? Let's try it now, shall we? There we go. Oh, It's in there. Heal yourself. Thank you. You're being shot at by facility personnel. Okay, second alignment is done. Right, put gun away. Open inventory, right click, carry. Wait for the animation, stand up, and insert. Waiting for this to start opening. Just get a good angle so we can see it. There we go, the door is opening. That's why I'm going to run. There will be some NPCs out here as well. The NPCs are actually stronger than the worms, so after a battle has happened, the NPCs will probably have won that battle. And we're pretty much done. Now, as I've said, I've been running these to get the Antium armor set, and I have looted a few armor pieces. This room will have some components in it. There's a VK00 there. Holy, that is a very good component. Wow. Now, that's an FR66 as well. Holy. Okay, this is a lucky run. You will also have this as well, which is your industrial battery. You will need 3 of these, I believe, in order to align and to fire the laser platform above us. So you can store them. The good news about it is that when this event first came out, you could only move those with the two-handed tractor beam, so the big one. But now they've changed it so that you can actually use your standard tractor beam on it as well, which is very kind of them. It would be really nice if we actually had a ranged gun. I might actually see if we can go back and find that the other P6 that we found. Let's just check if there's any more ammo that we want. C54 or 71. Some grenade launcher ammo, that's always nice. Armor box. We have another Antium. We have 2 Antium pieces. Very nice. But we don't have the room for it. So, before I head back to my ship... Is this another FR66? It is not. Anyway, before I head back to my ship and grab my loot box, that is pretty much everything that you'll need to know in order to complete one of these facilities. As with the data centers, the hardest part will be the ending, because the whole alignment process will summon lots of NPCs, even ones from around the surrounding area, because of all the noise it makes and the gunfire. It will summon a lot of NPCs, so this will be the hardest part of getting away, getting your loot out. Especially things that you have to tractor beam to get out. It's probably the most difficult part. What is this? I can't get back there. Let's see if I can equip this. Did I actually store that gun there? Yes, I did. Good. Really? Oh, this gun is massive recoil. So yeah, the hardest part is getting out at the end. But this is one of the reasons why I decided to park my ship nearby, which is what I'm going to head over to now. Before I die, I'm going to pop a quick med pen. There we go. I have 3 tier 3 injuries. Oh, no, put your gun away. Put your gun away. Come on. You can't sprint when you got your gun out. Thank you very much. So yeah, that is the Hathor PAF facilities. As you can tell, now the dish is open. It's pointing at the laser platform, and you can see the kind of blue beam of data and coordinates being streamed to it. I'm not sure why they animated that, but they did. But yeah, that is the complete. Hope you've all enjoyed this one. Hopefully my next guide or walkthrough video will be how to do the worm fight. Now, sadly I won't be doing that solo, because it's incredibly difficult to do solo. I'm still struggling to get it done myself, so I will probably do the first half of the video solo of showing you how to get there and get yourself set up and all that good stuff, and then I'll probably then move on to doing the actual worm kill with my with members of my org helping out. But yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed this one. Sorry this has been a bit longer than usual, but I'll try and keep it as minimal as possible in the editing. And I shall catch you in our next one. Bye, everybody.